Hi everyone, welcome to the reading for today. We're going to see what the message is at this time for you guys. Keep in mind it's general. It could be past, present, or future. You will know best where this fits, how this resonates in your story, in your case, okay? So let's see, guys. What do we need to know today from Spirit? What is the message here today for the collective from the guides, the spirits, the angels, watching over the collective? Let's see what's going on. The Four of Pentacles and the King of Swords is here again, and the Page of Wands, the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so it looks like there's more to this story that I just finished my first reading here, because we have the King of Swords back. And this has to do with some sort of a message or something that was communicated here, okay? The Four of Pentacles, something that is being held onto. Someone is holding on to something. What's the Four of Pentacles? So the Seven of Wands in reverse, the Ace of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. Okay, so there's someone here that can't defend themselves from something having to do with a King of Pentacles and a gift, an investment, some sort of a money offer. Okay, somebody can't defend themselves here. Why is the King of Swords here? A Queen of Wands in reverse and the Ace of Cups. This has to do with a King of Swords and a Queen of Wands in reverse having a new beginning in love. The Nine of Wands and then defending themselves. Okay, so it's kind of like, why, the question feels like, why is the King of Swords defending themselves here with a Queen of Wands in reverse, claiming that there's a new beginning in love? And it's because there's something with a King of Pentacles, an investment, a gift, money that they cannot defend themselves from in the past, okay? So what's this Page of Wands? Yeah, this is some sort of a strategy. So they think that they're going to have some sort of victory and success here with this strategy because of some sort of messages or a message. A message, Page of Cups. Okay. Messages. Communication. Tell me more about the Four of Pentacles, please. Judgment. Someone here is under judgment. The Chariot. For trying to hold on, it feels like trying to hold on to a narrative, trying to drive a line, trying to move forward on something, okay? What is this that they're trying to hold on to? Four of Pentacles. It's giving me a narrative. A narrative of a marriage, of a wedding, of someone getting married, okay? So this could have something to do with a ring. Maybe it's a wedding ring, I don't know, or an engagement ring, okay? So they've been trying to hold on to this narrative here of someone getting married, right? And someone being a third party and someone hooking up with someone and cheating or something like that, right? So if this is a continuation off of my last reading that I just did, then this Queen of Wands in reverse is being catfished by someone, by the family member of this King of Swords, okay? King of Swords knows that Queen of Wands in reverse is not talking to their family member or another masculine in the family, okay? But the catfisher has been promising this Queen of Wands in reverse a relationship, love, marriage, something like that, okay? So Queen of Wands in reverse is fully engulfed in this whole false reality of there being a relationship with someone when there's not. Now, let's say King of Swords here knows that their family member, let's just keep calling them Greg, okay, is in an active relationship with someone else. That's how King of Swords knows that it's not their family member talking to the Queen of Wands in reverse. Because King of Swords knows that Greg is in a relationship with someone else. So who the fuck is talking to Queen of Wands in reverse, promising her marriage, promising her a relationship, when King of Swords knows and the whole family knows that Greg is actually with someone else? It doesn't make sense, right? So this is where this whole narrative comes in of King of Swords trying to protect the Queen of Wands in reverse or their other family member, Queen of Cups, because there's some sort of blackmail, some sort of leverage, something like that. Now, here's the narrative. The narrative is that the brother, Greg, the relationship that Greg is in is only a third party, and actually Greg is set to marry this Queen of Wands in reverse. So where the fuck does this narrative come from? It comes from the fact that Queen of Wands in reverse is gullible and naive and fell for a catfish promising her marriage. So now King of Swords with his family is fully engulfed in this whole narrative of trying to make Greg's partner look like a third party interference, and that Queen of Wands is actually the one that's getting married. And it's so fucking backwards because King of Swords knows that this is bullshit. King of Swords knows that their family member is not the one talking to the Queen of Wands. But King of Swords has to defend the Queen of Wands now because there's leverage and blackmail on the whole family. Okay, so we're kind of picking up right where we left off with this one. Right, so what's the Seven of Wands in reverse? The Four of Cups in reverse. There's something that they can't defend when it comes to someone pretending that they're releasing the past, releasing a grudge, some sort of forgiveness, wanting to forget what happened, or, you know, somebody coming back, wanting a new beginning, right? Because, so the King of Pentacles might be Greg, okay? The person that's identity was stolen as a catfish here, right? So the catfisher has promised this Queen of Wands this new beginning in love, okay? So maybe it's an ex, right? So maybe catfisher reached out to the ex and said, I'm coming back. I'm coming back to marry you. I want to be with you now. And King of Swords family member knows that that is definitely not their family member saying that shit, because their family member would never go back to that ex, right? So it's a whole fucking shit show. The Two of Wands. This has to do with the choices that these people made, okay? What else? The choice to have a reconciliation. The choice to have a reconciliation. They can't defend something here. So why does this family and this Queen of Wands in reverse feel like they can't defend themselves when it comes to this whole reconciliation? Right, because the bribe, this Queen of Wands in reverse and another family member, they were bribed money to do something heinous, to do something criminal, based off of the illusion that there would be a reconciliation. So how are they going to defend the bribe that they got? How are they going to defend that this Queen of Wands reverse is so stupid and fell for a catfish, was able to do something extremely criminal, heinous, and malicious for some money or for a bribe? Because they did it thinking that there would be a reconciliation. So now the only thing that this family, I guess they think that they can do in order to defend whatever is going on here is to keep the lie going that there is a reconciliation. That's, I guess, their whole defense at this point. Right, so tell me something I don't know about King of Swords and Queen of Wands reverse. It has to do with a Queen of Swords and someone taking some sort of action. The Tower. Why is this the Tower? Or is this a vision? What is this? Ace of Wands here, Tower. A message of concern. Okay, so now they're getting a message of concern here, and this is blowing everything up. It's a Tower moment that someone is not in poverty or someone is coming out of poverty. A great fortune. No, this has to do with what this King of Swords did, the action that they took against you or someone in the collective, claiming that someone is doing something for a great fortune or to come out of poverty. This has to do with what this family did, what they just did. They might have done this recently here to try and get themselves out of something, okay, or to save their ass, to try and defend themselves. A coffin. So this could be the family that just tried to accuse you of murder or attempted murder or something like that, right? In order to defend themselves and their fake narrative and their fake relationship and their fake marriage, their fake engagement, the fake whatever the fuck this is with this family, okay? So they might have just tried to accuse you of a murder, of a death, of a premeditated murder, whatever this is, for a great fortune, okay? So this might tie into the other readings about someone calling the cops on you and trying to report you for a crime or something like that. And it's all because they're trying to save this narrative of them being in a fake relationship because stupid Queen of Wands in reverse fell for a catfishing scheme, okay? Really, it all boils down to that with these people. So, okay, what's the Page of Wands? Page of Wands, Ten of Swords in reverse, Page of Wands in reverse. Well, so they communicated something or they made a false report with the Page of Wands in reverse because there was no betrayal, okay? There was nothing going on here. Ten of Swords in reverse. There was no message of concern. So what's this Page of Wands? Thief. Someone here made a false report. They lied. Who's the thief? Who's the criminal liar here? False person, mature man. Who's the thief and the liar? The criminal liar here that tried to get themselves out of some sort of imprisonment. Oh, some sort of entrapment, okay? So honestly, I feel like what that is, the entrapment, is all of the blackmail that someone is being blackmailed with, okay? Them and their whole family. The Nine of Swords. Yeah, this person is extremely stressed out right now. Extremely worried. Very stressed out. It's a nightmare. The Three of Swords. They're absolutely heartbroken and devastated right now. Because their plan did not work. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Something to do with the Queen of Swords, okay? Eight of Cups in reverse. They can't get out of something, they can't leave something behind, or it has something to do with them communicating about how somebody can't let something go, or somebody can't move on, or somebody can't move on, somebody can't let something go. They're stuck. Hanged Man in reverse. They are so stuck. They got themselves so stuck right now. And this could have been something they said about an inheritance, okay? Tell me about how they just got themselves really stuck. That's the irony of it, right? The irony here, concern, is that whatever they did was to get themselves out of entrapment. It was to get themselves out of feeling stuck. They tried to free themselves from entrapment with whatever they did, and all they did was get themselves more stuck. They're very concerned about a judge right now, or being judged, because they said something about you being greedy. Oh. So yeah, this is what they just did. They tried to come up with a narrative of you being greedy, okay? You lacking finances, or you doing something to come out of poverty. You doing something to someone for a great fortune. That's this narrative. They tried to accuse you of a death or planning a death or something like that for money, because you're greedy. That's what they just tried to communicate here, but they lied, okay? And they really thought that they would win with this. They really, really thought that this is what they were, this would get them what they want, the desired result, okay? I don't know why the hell they thought that, but okay. Okay, so tell me more about them. What else do we need to know? The Tower. They thought that they were going to get what they want. They thought that they could manipulate this, okay? That they could say whatever they want to say. They could do whatever they want to do. And a tower just hit them. A tower just hit them, okay? What's the tower that just hit? That they did not listen to their intuition about this one. Oops. They got exposed instead. Yo. What I say, they tried to do something to get themselves out of the lies, out of the entrapment, out of the fake narratives and all the lies. All they did was get themselves more fucked up. The tower. They just exposed themselves. They literally just exposed themselves. What's the Seven of Swords in reverse? A message. They just exposed themselves here with a message. And they thought that this would work. Or something got exposed about some sort of messages that someone worked on or manipulated. Okay, some sort of manipulated messages. Unexpected income in reverse. Messages about somebody not getting some sort of money, or what is that? A date in reverse, addiction in reverse. Someone is not codependent, obsessive, possessive, controlling. Someone is not dating someone new, planning, setting a date. I feel like I'm going to turn this into a crime hour because I feel like there's more. I feel like there's more what you're trying to tell me here, right? The Hangman. The Ten of Swords. It has to do with a betrayal. They tried to cut themselves loose from a situation here with a betrayal. Or they tried to cut themselves loose and it ended up being their own painful ending. What's the Ten of Swords? The World. Something closed out. The whole cycle just ended. Child. They tried to make themselves look innocent. They thought something would make them innocent. And I feel like it backfired horrendously. Horrendously onto them. Yeah, because of an Emperor. Some sort of a fight, an argument here with an Emperor. The Magician. They tried to manipulate something here about a fight. They tried to manipulate something with an argument. Who's the Emperor? Someone who works at the courthouse. Oh. So they did try to take the legal route here, okay? They did try to take it to the courthouse, take it to a lawyer, take it to a judge, take it to something like that. And they just got exposed. Tell me more about them getting exposed. With a new beginning in love. Something just got exposed about the money. Something just got exposed about the money, okay? The money bribe, or a lot of money that someone got, okay? Yeah, and how they tried to get away with this. They got exposed. Two of Swords in reverse. I can't even make it up. They did something. They just did something and they got exposed. That the whole fucking time they've been doing whatever this is because they've been trying to get away with a bribe that their family received through a Queen of Wands who fell for a catfishing scheme. I swear that's what it is. I swear that's what it is. So, and I feel like there's more. So I'm going to get the crime cards and then we're going to see what else Spirit wants to expose, okay? Okay, so tell me about how they just got exposed here. Tell me about how they just got exposed. Warning. International bank account number. Warning. Warning. International bank account number. Health insurance. Health insurance. screenshots, friend. The answer is some sort of gossip and slander from a friend. The answer is that if someone claiming to be a friend was giving them this gossip and slander and the screenshots. What? Social media. And K. Wait a minute, you're saying this is about when the King of Swords contacted the catfish and asked the catfish who they are? Intellectual property and a testimony. Forgery, warrant. Warrant, warning. Is it WhatsApp? I should make a WhatsApp card. Forgery. This has to do with SEX and Rico and a baby. Screenshots. The answer is that someone said they were a friend. Gossip and slander. But they had evidence that someone was a hitman. But this person was wearing a disguise. So the person that was wearing a disguise told someone that they are a friend, but it was all gossip and slander, sending them screenshots, pretending to be someone's friend, pretending to be a friend. Third eye, okay? Third eye, yes, but we also have no. So what is this? Z. A money deal. This has to do with a money deal. So the person that was wearing a disguise told someone that they were a friend, gave them gossip and slander, and blackmailed them with the money deal, sent them screenshots, and told them what to say. Close. Attack. Secret. To keep their secret. Something changed hands. Something about clothes. Changing hands. Changing clothes. Somebody changed their clothes. This has to do with clothes that changed hands. A secret attack. To plan a secret attack with a baby? A secret attack with a baby, huh? Murder. To sell murder. To sell murder, okay? CPS and T. Subpoena, heart chakra. Wait a minute, you're telling me this is about like all the information that came over text message or over social media. All of the information came from someone communicating with this King of Swords, telling the King of Swords what to say. The catfish. It all came from someone hiding their identity, stealing someone's identity. Hiding someone's identity, stealing someone's identity, a catfish. Yeah, the Knight of Swords, Four of Pentacles. Gave them information, the Nine of Swords. There was something that they were holding on to here. It's like there's something that they had, and it could be like the screenshots, the King of Swords. I feel like the catfishing criminal is blackmailing the King of Swords with all of the screenshots, with all of the evidence. I feel like that's what the Four of Pentacles is. What's the Four of Pentacles? A favor. PayPal. A PayPal favor. To make themselves look innocent with L. Doing someone a favor with PayPal to make themselves look innocent, L. This has to do with someone meeting at a real estate property. And saying that someone is intoxicated because of screenshots. How did this catfish get the King of Swords to meet at a real estate property and make up some lie about someone being intoxicated to help someone look innocent because of the screenshots? Because of the catfishing screenshots with the Queen of Wands. I feel like that's what it is. Warning, WhatsApp. It's WhatsApp screenshots. And health insurance. Health insurance and CPS. Health insurance, child protective services. Health insurance and child protective services. Bacteria, virus, or mold, spell work. Doing some sort of spell work on someone having health issues, bacteria, virus, or mold. What is this, like an STD? Saying someone has a virus, a threat, kidnapping, and nudes. That someone is threatening something with a child, threatening a child. CPS, protecting a child. That someone is threatening a child. Okay. W. Why do I feel like it's WhatsApp, man? Or it's some sort of a texting app. Okay. F. Robbery lawsuit. To file a lawsuit against someone because of a robbery. Okay, so I feel like this is how this person was blackmailed into doing this. So the catfishing criminal told the King of Swords, if you want to help the Queen of Wands and someone else, your family members, to get off of what they did, and you want me to delete the blackmail that I have with all these screenshots, then you're gonna file a lawsuit and say something about threatening a child, and you're gonna say that someone was intoxicated. And then the catfishing criminal gave the King of Swords everything that they needed for the lawsuit. It's like, here's the documents you're going to file. Here's what you're going to say. Here's the story. This is what you're going to do. It's like it's giving me like a whole set of instructions with documents, with wording, with paperwork, with a narrative. This is what you're going to do. This is what you're going to say. This is what you're going to file. This is what you're going to turn in. That's, I feel like, what they did. And they were threatening them with WhatsApp screenshots. L. Privacy invasion, debt collection. Weapon ID card. Weaponized identity. Weaponized identity. What am I missing here? The affidavit. Fentanyl. This has to do with the affidavit that someone wrote. Or a sworn statement about someone. The affidavit that someone wrote is corrupt because someone was a hacker, or all of the information that they got was from a hacker. Okay. The transfers, mortgage, something being transferred to someone's house. Transfer, mortgage. Binding drive-by. They tried to bind something to someone here with by driving by. Okay, wait, but I feel like this is then also what they were bound to. So after this King of Swords got done doing something here for this catfish, setting up some sort of a robbery, a fake robbery, saying something about threatening a child, they were then bound to doing this. They then were bound to that here with the bribe. The money deal. Yeah, a money deal. They made a deal with money, or they made a deal for money. What do you mean? Karma. Yeah. They didn't want to get karma for a money deal that they made, but I don't know whose money deal was this, because I feel like they're trying to cover up for someone else's money deal. Strength. The Queen of Cups. I knew it. I knew it. It wasn't this King of Swords that made the first money deal. It was the Queen of Cups, who's the family member. And the strength in this case is really giving me the blackmail. It's the strength of the blackmail that they have with this catfish. A Queen of Cups family member got catfished. This evidence, I guess, is so strong. It's so telling. It's like, here's the money, here's what you're going to do. And there's evidence that this catfisher has that a Queen of Cups actually went and did whatever they were told to do. Even if it didn't work, they tried to. Okay, they took money for something. There's evidence on it, and the evidence is strong. That this Queen of Cups made a deal to be a hitman for money. And now a King of Swords is trying to save their family member's ass, while a catfishing criminal is holding this over their head, a money deal that they made with their family member, Queen of Cups, okay? They don't want to be bound to the karma for this, and that's why they set up something here with this intoxicated robbery, okay? Yeah, but now they're exposed. Tell me more about this tower. They're exposed now. Look, they were told in a message, I feel like it's by the catfish, that if they work together, that the catfish won't expose that they got money for this, that they got money to work together. If you work together with me, then I won't expose you. Transfer. Yeah, I won't expose the transfer. Karma. It's all about them thinking, these people, this family thinks that they're not going to get karma for some sort of a transfer. For a money transfer. They think they're not going to get karma for this. Russia. A negotiation with Homeland Security, Customs, Zoll. What? A negotiation with clothes. That's the smoking GUN. That's the smoking GUN. That something is a forged signature. T, heart chakra. Something about someone's heart. or who someone loves. A forged signature is the smoking GUN. This has to do with an income garnishment and a RICO case? Huh? This has to do with a RICO case and an income garnishment. How? Because someone is trying to project something about the mail, projecting postbox, projecting something that they got in the mail. The UKJ. Projecting something about the mailbox. D, and I swear life insurance. I thought it was going to be health insurance again. Something about insurance. And a wiretap. This one's all over the place, kind of, okay? This has to do with an injury over a ring or jewelry. And this all goes back to the Queen of Wands falling for a catfish. Because this Queen of Wands thought she was getting a ring from a catfish who was promising her an engagement ring. Okay, I guess. In order to cover up the catfishing scheme, the catfisher then tells the family that they have to do something here with an injury, file a lawsuit with an injury, so that whatever they did because of this ring or jewelry here doesn't come out to light. This is the cover up for the catfisher who promised someone a ring or jewelry. This injury lawsuit is the cover up for that. What the fuck does that have to do with someone covering something up with a post box, an income garnishment, a forged signature, clothes, and homeland security? No, this then ties into the clothes, or maybe like stealing your clothes in order to fake this robbery, like this, like it's giving me the readings that I did like last year where someone was staging a robbery and then trying to say that you robbed someone or you know, did something to someone. Like this could be like someone stealing your clothes and then claiming that it was you. So they're trying to cover up the catfishing thing by stealing your clothes and making it look like you robbed someone or you hurt someone or something like that. Right. Oh, death. Right, death. You tried to kill someone. They tried to burn or destroy the evidence of everything that they had done up until that point by trying to accuse you of attempted murder, I guess, right? So, yeah. Cover up. They keep trying to burn or destroy the evidence of everything that they've done by trying to make it look like you're attempting murder. They keep doing the same thing over and over again. Wi-Fi. Because of Wi-Fi. Because of Wi-Fi catfish or what? S. Because of S's Wi-Fi. Because of S and an overdose and a protective order. Okay. Jeez Louise. All right. And someone local trying to sacrifice you. Okay. So basically it's like a domino effect. That's what I'm getting. It's a huge, maybe that's why Rico came out, because it's literally an entire domino effect. A huge domino. It's a huge, like, Like it just keeps cascading, like something just keeps cascading, and or it's a snowball effect. Maybe that's a better way to put it. It's a snowball because something just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And it all started out with one catfishing scheme where somebody texts this Queen of Wands, promises her love, promises her an engagement ring, promises her marriage, promises her money to do something illegal. And then after that, everything just spirals out of control. Really, that's what this feels like. Okay. So what's over here? The Hangman, the World, and the Emperor. A child. This all has to do with a child. Clothes. It has something to do with clothes. This keeps coming out. This has come out like 4 times now. This has something to do with clothes. A meeting, water, WhatsApp. WhatsApp messages. I feel like it's WhatsApp. WhatsApp messages to meet. Meeting somewhere over WhatsApp with clothes. What about that? That keeps coming out. D, sacrifice and homeland security. RICO case, projecting. That's why homeland security, customs, Zoll is involved in this RICO case, trying to project something because of D, because of clothes. Where the fuck did they get the clothes from? And why are Homeland Security, Customs, RICO, corrupt officials involved in trying to project something to cover up clothes? Because these clothes, I guess, have something to do with this King of Swords who filed a fake lawsuit with an injury and a robbery to cover up the catfishing scheme that the Queen of Wands and the family fell into. You get what I'm saying? It's like a snowball effect. So they got the clothes for some sort of a setup for an attack. And then the person that got them the clothes has ties to Homeland Security, Customs, Zoll, and that's what makes it this RICO case, because now they're busy trying to cover up where the clothes came from to burn or destroy everything, because it's a bunch of corrupt officials also involved in this to make everybody look innocent. Why are there so many corrupt officials involved in trying to make this King of Swords look innocent? Because of the clothes. The clothes, really? I guess. Because of... Huh. For all of you guys that just listen to readings and you don't watch, the cards that just came out are CPS nudes. So what am I supposed to understand with this? CP nudes? Who's trying to make themselves look innocent of CP and nudes? Some corrupt officials or what? It's disgusting. What the fuck is that? This has to do with something international, or is this Interpol, or what is this? A mole or informant in the system, some sort of international CP nudes, a mole or informant in the system. A judge, Homeland Security, a mole or informant in the system, international, I was wondering why child came out. Don't tell me this is like an international pedo ring, PDF file ring, or what is this shit? Is that why all these corrupt officials are projecting something, huh? About a robbery, about this fake injury, this fake robbery, this fake relationship, this fake King of Swords, whoever the fuck this is, covering up the case files, making the case files disappear. National. Somebody stole the case files? Where's the fucking case files, huh? Robbery case files. Where are they? Who stole the files? Cryptocurrency Google search. Someone who is searching something on Google and paying cryptocurrency for it. Oh. That's sick as fuck. Okay, so what is this? So there's case files disappearing in a case, and it has to do with someone that pays for CPS, nudes, child nudes, or what is this? With cryptocurrency? This is disgusting. Oh, someone that works in the government agency. So we have a PDF file ring of government agents, or what? The fuck is this? Employees in the government agency are trying to cover up the case files because they're PDF files that buy CPS nudes with cryptocurrency. Disgusting. Reporting an IP address. Their IP address is in the report. Their IP address is in the case files. Oh, no wonder they're trying to make the case files disappear, because we have government agents, Homeland Security, Customs, Zoll, moles, informants in the system that have bought CPS child nudes with cryptocurrency, and their IP address is in the report. Okay, well, it's just death. That's why they're trying to frame you for a death. That's why they're trying to frame someone so fucking hard for a death, because they're PDF files. Disgusting, 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 really. Who's A? This has to do with someone's medical records. Or this has to do with some sort of records. And they don't want karma. They don't want karma for something that happened at a real estate property. That's why they're trying to do something to someone's heart. That's why they're trying to give you a heart attack. Because they don't want karma for some sort of records or recordings of CPS nudes that they bought with cryptocurrency, because they're disgusting PDF files that work for the government or work for the fucking law. Disgusting. That's why they're trying to steal some sort of case files and make something disappear, and trying to cover everything up about a catfish and a fucking King of Swords. Wow. So it starts with one fucking catfish, catfishing a Queen of Wands with a fake engagement ring love offer to get this lady to do something heinous. And it snowballs into PDF files in the government trying to cover up case files because their IP address has been linked to some sort of PDF activity, or what? Jeez. Wow. Mole or informant in the system. Oh, the mole's in the system. Stealing the case files. That's why this is a RICO case. And you want to know why this is a RICO case? It's not because of Queen of Wands, King of Swords, normal people. It's because of all of the corrupt officials. So if you've been wondering why your case or why these cases aren't going anywhere, it's because there's a fuck ton of PDF file officials sitting in government positions, apparently, making case files disappear, trying to frame someone else for the death because they don't want their IP addresses leaked into some sort of a case, okay? They don't want to be exposed. Meeting for water. Meeting about water. Meeting about WhatsApp. What's in the WhatsApp? What's in the WhatsApp messages? Huh? What's in the WhatsApp messages? CP? International. What the fuck is in the WhatsApp messages, huh? Oh, just, you know, just your locals. Just your locals. Just your locals. Your local hackers, okay? Local hackers. L. And a mortgage. This has to do with someone's home. And children. And children, kids. Local children. Local kids. What the fuck is that? Huh? A lawsuit. That's what the fuck it is. Yeah. A fraudulent lawsuit. Why are all these people supporting? Why are all these law officials, these judges, these who the fuck ever, CPS, these government agencies, why are they all supporting fraud? Oh, because of, you know, just recording of children? Is that what this is really? Supporting fraud. Why are they supporting a fraudulent lawsuit? Who has all this dirt on them, huh? Who has all this evidence on them? Who has all this evidence on these corrupt officials? Where's all the evidence? Prescription of their subscriptions. Evidence of subscriptions. Subscriptions to what? It says prescription, but I'm pretty sure it's subscription. So there's evidence of a subscription, someone paying for a subscription here to some sort of intellectual property. Don't tell me it's fucking kids, okay? Money or a paper trail. Disgusting. Money laundering. Money. Evidence of subscriptions of people paying money for something. What'd they pay money for, huh? These law officials. Deposits. The law. What did they all pay money for here? These law officials. Where did they deposit their money, huh? What did they pay cryptocurrency for here? The law. Oh, just for things that they're searching online. Okay. And they're about to get karma. Why the fuck does clothes keep coming out, huh? Karma and clothes. Why does clothes keep coming out? Or is this why someone stole someone's clothes? Because somebody was blackmailing them with their CP addiction? Or what is this? Or the fact that they paid for it? What is this shit? Karma for clothes. Nudes. Oh my God. Okay. May you rot in hell. Whoever this is. Nudes. Innocent. They want to make themselves look innocent. So, oh, and that's why they're trying to take you out with fentanyl. Okay. Yeah. Because of the case files. And because someone feels bound to an affidavit. They feel bound to an affidavit, okay? They feel bound to an affidavit. And I feel like this affidavit has something to do with a report, a lawsuit being filed of claiming that you attacked someone, you threatened someone, attacked someone, staged robbery, something about your clothes that were stolen. And for some reason, these stolen clothes links to a whole cesspool of corrupt law officials that have their IP address linked in some sort of case files to some sort of subscriptions online buying nudes. What? Make that make sense. I can't even believe this shit went that far, okay? geez, some sort of a recording at a property. A recording at a property proves that someone, as evidence, stole your clothes. And, okay, fraud. It's a catfish. Someone here feels like they are bound to something here with this catfish. Or the catfish is binding them to something with blackmail. Okay, one or the other. The catfish is like, do as I say, or blah, blah, blah. Okay, I have all of this, exposed lawsuit. I have all this evidence, and you're going to do what I say. S-O. S-O-O-S. S-O-S. S-O-S. Really, it is S-O-S with this one. Because of a lawyer. S-O-S, lawyer. Accounting. Because a lawyer has a smoking G-U-N, okay, and wants to hold someone accountable. Tell me about this lawyer having a smoking G-U-N, wanting to hold someone accountable here. For something that happened at a home because of some sort of metadata, okay? Oh, never mind. No. No, what am I getting wrong? Someone is angry because some sort of frozen money or assets showed that their home metadata is linked in a case. Oh, so frozen money or assets led to their metadata and their home IP address being linked to a crime, and then they got angry. Okay. Because of a bribe. Yeah, because the truth about a bribe. And then the truth came out about a bribe. So then a neighbor planned your accidental death. Because your neighbor found out that the truth behind this bribe was that their home metadata IP address was exposed in case files. Okay. Something about an offer. And someone had made them an offer in the past to set someone up here with perjury. Or they felt like they had been set up with perjury. Or they committed perjury because of a setup. Or they committed perjury because of a setup. And this was premeditated. Oh my God, okay. So what about this King of Swords and this lawsuit and them trying to... I mean, what is all this stuff here? Oh. It's a neighbor. Eviction. Oh, this is a neighbor that wanted you evicted. Oh. This is all about a neighbor that wanted you evicted. Oh, okay. And this has to do with a drug test and E. Okay. And they got paid by a truck driver. And they got paid by a truck driver to put a wire in your house and lie about a breakup. And this person got pulled in for questioning because of G. And this person's name has a letter D in it, maybe. And this all has to do with a digital footprint on a camera. What's a digital footprint on a camera? It has to do with text messages that show that something was stolen. Text messages of something being stolen. A digital footprint. What? Like clothes? Like stolen clothes on a camera is the digital footprint. GPS spoofing by any chance? GPS tracking. A transaction. Tracking a transaction. So a transaction was tracked. This has to do with weed, maybe. M. A crown chakra, a restraining order. It all ties into a restraining order. It all ties back into this fake lawsuit with a restraining order from this injury, from this ring, catfishing shit. Text messages of something being stolen. There's a digital footprint because something's on a camera. Yeah, a phone betrayal. A phone betrayal. So everything is on a phone. All the text messages, okay, of the betrayal here. What about the phone? Money laundering, local affidavit. It has to do with an affidavit that someone made, somebody wrote about a betrayal and something, laundry. I feel like it's clothes. Because somebody wrote something about clothes, laundry, clothes, in an affidavit. Something about a phone. The clothes, the laundry, the clothes is what links this neighbor to the affidavit of the fake robbery or the fake attack or whatever that is. Third party. It's how they all get linked together. Rico. It's how they all get linked together. The clothes. The stolen clothes is how everything links together. Everyone and everything gets linked together through the clothes. Isn't that crazy? Evidence of a subscription. Is that how they got manipulated here? Is that how they got blackmailed to steal someone's clothes? We have evidence that you paid for a subscription of CP or some sort of nudes. Is that how they got blackmailed? This is how this works. This is how this whole RICO case works. Everybody just does whatever because they're being blackmailed with something that they did in the past. That's how it works. That's literally the pyramid scheme here. It's a pyramid scheme of blackmail, okay? One thing worse than the next. Yeah, so I'm going to leave it at that, okay? Let's see. June. Something could have happened in June. Or somebody's born in June. It has to do with a husband. And a Capricorn. This could have something to do with May, June. And an Aries. And a Pisces. Aries, Capricorn, Pisces. Yeah. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave it at that. I hope this helps. Thanks for watching. Until next time. Bye.